Marco, if you're gonna talk, you gotta come on the screen, say hello. If not, you gotta be quiet.
He been to the girl collection before, right?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
At the door, and you do, and I missed his show. My apologies.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
You been 5 racks at the girl collection?
This is really a lot of fun. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Okay, what is it?
You
It's
here?
nice to meet me. I thought you met me before.
I have not got to meet you yet.
Well, who was the dude that you had meet me at girl collection?
That was Desi Banks. Wow.
He's another funny black guy.
I'm okay.
He's another funny,
I'm really trustworthy. Ain't I?
Very trustworthy.
I'm from Kansas City. I'm from, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
that's
up,
family,
G?
bro.
What's
Yeah,
good with
family.
it?
Floyd, I heard Canelo is really beating up his sparring partners. That's what Alicia asked him. And that's when that man, he said, well, no disrespect, but I ain't no effing sparring partner.
You good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
I ain't tripping on nothing. Shit, you see what they gave me yesterday? See what I had to pay them yesterday?
Bro, 18 million?
Retired.
But you could write that in a check, though. You just wrote a check for 18 million. People do that. One, I'm surprised you have checks.
Actually, and this is the truth, I'm not lying. Those are quick little temporary checks. I told them give me 12, because if anybody know about business, you don't keep that type of money in just regular account. So I had to wire the money from somewhere.
Okay.
So I wired the money to the account, and when I wired it to the account, I went straight to the bank. I go to the bank myself to make sure shit get done. Because the thing is this, I can't make all the money unless somebody else do all the dictating and do all the controlling.
Yeah.
My tax attorney said, this is what we need. At first he had told me he needed, I thought it was 17, like 9995, something like that. A day later, it said 18, over 18. I'm like, give it to him. Gave it to him. After that, I said, shit, because I wired like over like 20 something in.
Right, make sure you had it.
Yeah, wired that in. Paid the 18, the suite. Because when the Baltimore Ravens was playing against the Kansas City Chiefs, I called my guy, the head ticket guy. Because you realize I'm also in the ticket business because, remember, for years and years, I was behind the scenes doing a lot of music tours with Al Heyman. So I know all the ticket guys. So in Vegas, my ticket guy, he's been running all the tickets since I've been professional. So we work together. So in the first quarter of the Kansas City Chiefs in Baltimore, when they was playing, I said, yo, I need seats to the game. Just in case, for my team. I knew I was gonna take a lot of people. So he said, I got 14 together. I said, what's the price? He said, 200. I said, give it to me. We cleared that up. I know some more people want to go, so we had another bill. Looking for a suite. They was like, we got suites for 1.5, 1.3. I was like, I got it. But I'm like, no. I said, my guy said, I got one for $950. I said, I'll give you $850 right now. He said, yeah, let's do it. So I said, I'll shoot it right to you. I shot it right to him, and that's what it was.
Floyd, you started talking about much smaller numbers. My question is, much like we had the discussion the first time you sat down with us and you didn't know what A1 was on Southwest.
Oh, matter of fact, I want to show you guys something.
You ain't fly commercial.
No, I ain't flying no commercial. Give me the blue phone.
You got a real rich nigga problem. 18 mil, one check.
Hey, no, but y'all really got to talk about it. 18 mil retired. I know some people gonna be like, well, you said, I didn't want to say I was active, because that's normal.
Right.
I said I wasn't activated. I knew what I said. So a lot of times I'm like, oh, you didn't say it right. I know I said it right. I knew what I said. You know, I knew what I posted.
I don't really care how much you make, bro. I feel like writing an $18 million check has to feel some sort of way, though.
That's crazy.
I didn't want to do it. Of course, I'm like, who wants to give up basically 20 million?
You wrote 18,180,000,000.00. Like, bro, that's crazy.
You know, I got huge deals on the table, so I'm always making shit shake.
What's the biggest thing you got working right now?
I can show y'all this. Come here. So come here.
Dude, what is it?
Let me keep this long, okay? So right here.
That's crazy.
I just keep stuff on the low.
Yeah, my math don't work like that. My math.
So now, when we gonna cut it and get straight to it?
we definitely can't get to that.
I lost,
We
I
gotta get
lost
that out
count
of
of
there.
the digits.
That's a lot of commas.
Hold up, limitless. Take a stomach, can't pin in it. I fought the head to witness it. Get my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, get me up. On a mission, get me up. Knowing me, I got the key. Only vision I can trust. Trust, limitless. Take a stomach, can't pin in it. I fought the head to witness it. Get my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling, get me up. On a mission, get me up. Knowing me, I got the key.
We're gonna get right to it. What's going on?
Yeah, boy.
How do you feel, man, that your grandson is more popular than you are? He a real G, man.
Well, that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
The ultimate goal is to always put your loved ones, your family members, in a position to grow.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. Me and NBA Youngboy speak on a regular, speak on a daily. Very happy for his career, proud of him. And eventually, he's gonna grow like anybody that's young. When I was young, I visualized and seen things a certain way, but as you get older, you look at things totally different.
I gotta ask him, with NBA Youngboy,
Yes,
you talk daily.
yes.
Are you impacting him? Like, with knowing that, like saying, your baby, your grandson, who
Yes.
we done all played with at the
Yes.
crib, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
How is that dynamic? Because you're so much older and you've been so successful, and he's successful as well, but that's the thing that people wanna know, like, what is y'all relationship like? What's the dynamic between you and him?
We talk about investments and just growth, buying land. And what's crazy just out here in the world today, a lot of times, even like P. Diddy. I'm not gonna speak bad about P. Diddy, because he's still a black man. Mistakes happen, and I can't say if it is or it's not a mistake, but things happen in life. And P. Diddy business is P. Diddy business. It's not my job or anyone else's job to go on the internet and stump him and kick a man while he's down. My take on it is, it's not my business. I don't think it's right at all, and I don't condone it. Even if that happened to my daughter, I would be hurt. But that's a choice that my daughter made.
Yeah.
So I don't want to kick nobody while they're down.
I think the big thing, because I have girls too, is though.
No boys?
I have a boy too.
Okay.
Is one, if your son is in that position or your son is accused of those things that Diddy was accused of, like, I'm going to believe in my son and what he says, but I'm gonna check him about that. I'm gonna check him about whether or not these are things you've done. I'm also gonna check him about putting himself in those positions. And on the other side that we have to be very careful of, especially when talking about women, is that if those things are true, right? And some of the things are true,
Yes.
that wasn't a decision they made, right? That's something that was done to them. And I wasn't in those rooms, so I can't cast aspersions on Diddy and say that he did it or he did do it or he's an evil man or he is. What I am saying is, if those things happen to those women, not
Yes.
only is it not right, it's also not their fault.
We was like 1 month old last time we was in this setting. You came on, we was in LA during the Super Bowl. Fast forward 2 years, we was at your place around the same time, almost 2 a.m. You gave us a tour, we was just chopping it up.
Yeah.
You got a chance to see the kids run around. You was in granddaddy mode, you was in daddy mode, just chilling. You say you was retired.
Yes.
You doing the exhibitions, making moves, handling business. What's the day-to-day, like off camera, behind the scene? What do you do on a day-to-day, like just as a normal human being, bro?
My normal may not be someone else's normal.
Right, so civilian.
Today I took my loved one shopping. What else did I do? I'm just speaking with my team because I got a new, I don't really want to call it a bar, a sports bar. I don't want to call it a club. I don't want to call it a restaurant. I don't want to call it a hookah lounge. I got a new spot,
Right.
Society Station.
That's the name of
That's
it?
we call it Society Station because they got different stations.
Got it.
Working on that, someone had an album release party. This Mexican artist that's huge, with a huge following. Make sure that was taken care of. And my team was doing their job for that. Make sure that the club was right, because we gave Girl Collection a facelift.
Hey, I appreciate you.
Actually, it's crazy. I wanted to have a Freaknik skate jam at my skating rink, Skate Rock City, just something different.
That'd be dope.
I reached out to Usher.
I was gonna ask you that.
Yeah.
I got it in my note right here. Who the better skater, bro? You might be the better athlete, but I think Usher will skate you out the goddamn ring.
Well, I think Usher is absolutely. I think he's a better skater. Absolutely.
sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't skate. I ain't never skated in my life.
But my thing is this. I know Usher does a deal with Flipper. I don't really know who Flipper is. But Floyd Mayweather got Skate Rock City that I own. So it's different with working with individuals. See, my thing is we exchange information, but sometimes we not exchanging the right information. It's okay to be an employee, but someday don't you want to be an employer?
Yeah.
1000%.
It's just like Ciroc. P. Diddy took that Ciroc to the top. When he started demanding certain things, you know what they said? You don't own this. You work for us. So with Good Money Whiskey and Le Bon Argent, I own it. When you see me post Betterfy, that's mine. So it's so many different companies and different things that I'm involved with that I don't even talk about. And because I feel like everything is not for everybody. That's just my scenario. I say that every day to my team.
Floyd, how many of these things are your ideas, or as opposed to people coming to you and wanting to work with you because they know what the Floyd Mayweather name and brand brings?
I just say, 30 years ago, when the first time me going to a gentleman's club or a strip club, whatever you want to call it, I looked around, said, okay. And years went by. And I was saying to myself, okay, we come here, we spend money. We come here and we spend money. We don't like the music. So when you don't like something, you change it. So I said, you know what? I knew that our culture was huge into the dancing business because of, you got video vixens and videos, and when it's a white girl, they say it's a video vixen. When it's a black girl, they call her a hoe. You know how it is. It's just how it is. I'm not saying it.
That could be the narrative, for sure.
Yes, but got the strip club. When I was a kid, my dad manager, Frank Valenzano, an Italian guy with a Lincoln. Every morning when my dad would wake up early in the morning, he would do a jog and he would run with the car. And sometimes my dad would say, you want to get on and jog with me? Because I didn't have to be to school until noon, because when you're in the kindergarten, you go half a day. So my dad would be like, you want to get out the car and run with me? You want to jog with me? I used to be jogging with my dad, 5 miles, 5 years old. His manager used to own a skating rink called Roller World. So every day after my dad get finished jogging, we go over to Roller World. His manager do the paperwork. I'll be skating around the rink, all by myself. Because Frank Valenzano was a great guy. Not a good guy, but a great guy, because he did my dad good. If it wasn't for Frank Valenzano, I probably wouldn't be in Vegas today. Because Frank Valenzano, he had my Uncle Roger also, but I believe he sold his contract to a professional gambler in Las Vegas named Billy Baxter, a professional poker player. So that's how my Uncle Roger ended up in Las Vegas. Now, my whole family is in Las Vegas.
Bro, how do you like the normal life? You ain't fight no more. Do you enjoy the business side?
I'm more busy.
But not fighting?
Yeah, because never settle for less. There's always room to grow. So I just want to grow.
But bro, you did the same thing. Like you just said at 5 years old, you was running 5 miles. No more motherfuckers gonna do that shit. And then like you trained your whole life, like your grandson. It's crazy to see that, man, that motherfucker be really punching. Like you were that guy that was training, but now, bro, that shit gone. You can't punch nobody in the face no more.
No, but you know what? I'm happier now.
You're happier now not fighting.
I'm happier now without fighting, because I'm able to spend so much time with my daughters and so much time pushing my sons to be great. Just a while back, we go through problems in my life too. I told my boys, I need you guys to go out there, find your own place, and find a way. You go out there and fish for yourself, show me what you can do, and I'll help you. And that's what they're doing right now.
But it can't be that easy.
What?
Stopping.
I promise.
not fighting no more. Like,
Bro,
the
I'm not being funny or knocking any fighters. And this is really not hating. I'm still, even if I don't want to be, they still talk about me every time a fight come on. So really, I'm really still the face of boxing. Even though you have certain individuals that want to throw shots and hate because that comes with the territory. Even you see all these fighters they doing the shoulder roll. You see, I mean,
yeah.
and not knocking the guys that paved the way. And I want to come on record and say I'm appreciative for guys like Sugar Ray Robinson and Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Leonard. So many guys that paved the way for me. But there's only one Floyd Mayweather. These fighters are not better than me. You look at the numbers, they say, oh, Canelo may end up beating more world champions than Floyd Mayweather. Well, he should, with almost, 80 and 90 fights, he should. I beat more world champions than any fighter in history. I'm 50-0, but half of my fights was world title fights. I embrace and love these young fighters. But I feel that a lot of times, young fighters, coaches, managers, oh, you better than Floyd, you better than Floyd. You know why? That's good, that's motivation for the fighter. You can tell him that, but deep in his heart, he don't believe that.
When you were not only the greatest inside the ring, but you were just a box office hit because of who you are. We're in Vegas, this is your town. We've now seen F1 in Vegas, we've seen the Super Bowl in Vegas,
Yes.
and we've seen mega Floyd Mayweather fights. What's the bigger event in Vegas, F1, Super Bowl, or Floyd Mayweather in his prime?
I don't know no athlete in history, 90 minutes, 750 million. You tell me who?
Athletically, nobody. It's not even close.
I don't knock football players, love football, and love basketball more than boxing. That's all we watch in my home when we gambling. Because if you're not betting on a game, it's not even fun to watch. When you betting on it, you're on the edge of your seat. What these boxers do now, they're boxers.
Yeah.
They're boxers, I'm a box office.
Yeah.
There's a difference. These fighters, they get in the bag when they go over to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, they're getting great money, not good money, great money. So, of course they wanna see Floyd Mayweather in the exhibition. And you already know what the payday gonna be.
So you talk about exhibition. It was some rumors or something floating around internet.
Yes.
About Manny Pacquiao. That's just rumors, or is that possible in the exhibition?
When Manny Pacquiao spoke about that, he shouldn't have.
Oh.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million.
Who did?
I mean, you know, I don't like to throw certain individuals under the bus because we don't do that.
Somebody gave you $4 million for saying your name.
He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place for any and everything.
Yeah.
He said my name and I said, you know, you in the wrong. Remember, I want you guys to go check out Manny Pacquiao when he got upset a few times when he said, oh, Floyd, you using my name, But remember, he got famous because they said this could be the guy that could possibly dethrone the king. Did it happen? Absolutely not. Was he easy? Absolutely.
He wasn't easy.
Okay, so 10 rounds to 2 ain't easy?
It was a good fight. Like, yeah.
10 rounds to 2 is not easy?
It was the first time I saw somebody catch you.
No. Shane caught me and all he did was make me mad. And you see what I do when I get mad?
Can I ask a question
I
about
tighten my game up.
I do want to ask a
Yeah.
question about that, though. When you become a fan of a fighter, you start to live and die with their fights.
Yes.
And I had never seen that happen to you. And what I always loved about you was how pure you were to the sport, to the profession.
Yes.
The defense, right? The check hooks, like everything you had, you know, the pullback, like all of that. And when he hit you, I was like, I had never seen it. You looked, and you could correct me, you looked like you were almost embarrassed sitting on the stool, in the sense of like I truly, because I had just never seen it. What was the emotion in between that round? Because after that, you picked him apart and almost seemed like, why wasn't he doing this the whole fight?
So let me kind of explain to everybody what happened. Remember, I had took a lot of time off, and I came back after the Ricky Hatton fight, took a little break, fought Marquez.
Yep.
I didn't get hit with no shots in the Marquez fight.
Yep.
So now you look and say, what, 3.5 years? I haven't really been hit with small gloves. I box in the gym, 16-ounce gloves, sometimes 14-ounce. But I didn't get hit with no 8-ounce gloves. So finally, he hit me, boom, and I ain't been hit in 3.5 years. So if you ain't been hit with some 8-ounce gloves in 3.5 years, you're like, oh shit. So he hit me, was I embarrassed? Absolutely not. That come with the territory. The same way you dish it out, you gotta be able to take it.
Right.
I mean, you can't play in the mud and don't think you're not gonna get dirty.
It was twice in the same round.
Yes, yes.
Twice in the same round.
Yes.
And so the way you fought the rest of the fight, like you talked about being angry, when you walk into the arena, was it just a job for you then? Because you could see a definite change in the way you started fighting. Like it went from this is what I do for a living and I'm trying to make this money, to where it got embarrassing for Sugar Shane Mosley. Like the way you dominated.
You, and you. Great athletes. We the great ones. When you're a great one, you can make an adjustment.
Right.
And that's one thing about Floyd Mayweather. He can make adjustments. And that's what makes me different from any other fighter. I don't get rattled. Come with the territory. When I go back and look at it, I don't say, oh, if somebody playing a fight, one of my guys is, we watching a fight, or he playing the Shane Mosley, I don't be like, don't put that fight on. It don't matter.
Right.
It's all about results.
Yeah.
Results in the ring and out the ring. In the ring, I'm a winner. Out the ring, I'm a winner.
When you look at the young fighters of today,
Yes.
we're starting to get some of the fights we want to see again. You know, when you were boxing, the boxing world was, okay, who is Floyd fighting next, right? We were waiting for the next All Access. You know
Just
what I'm
say
saying?
Floyd Mayweather had the whole game on lock.
But you did though,
Yes.
right? And so, but
Yeah.
it's almost like boxing is waiting on that next one, but it's never going to be one person that could take the mantle that you had. And so now it's the, it's the Tanks and it's the Buds and all those. Do you see anybody that
But
can
do you
do
know
that?
why?
I would love for you to explain why.
Charisma, articulate, flashiness. You have to know when to turn it on and when to turn it off. And you have to take chances to become a household name. I didn't mind going to WWE. I didn't mind going on Dancing with the Stars. I seen the bigger picture. You know, you gotta realize, when I look at all these boxers, they're in black and white. I'm the only one in color. That's the difference.
Could you teach people that?
What?
Could you teach people what you just said? Could you take a boxer? Could you make the next Floyd Mayweather? Because you revolutionized the shit. Like you were talking about Tyson, Muhammad Ali,
I don't
all
really-
them.
you know,
Could you
I
teach
don't-
somebody how to be Floyd?
I don't like to talk bad about those guys because my thing is,
different time, too.
I embrace the young kids that's coming up, but the older champions, I embrace them and love them and talk good about them, but a lot of them hate me. And the young fighters today, I embrace them, push them, want them to be great, talk good about me, but the same girls he get, I can get. I'm real smart up here. So when you're young, all you think about is fucking. Oh yeah, I want to get on top, I want to fuck her, right? I don't just got to fuck her physical. I got to fuck her mentally, show her how to become an entrepreneur. So when she like, oh, they're like, yo, why these young girls like Floyd? You know, I'm a teacher. You know, if you one of my guys that run around with me and hang out with me, my job is to help you. Yeah, I'm with Floyd, getting a check. I get a check from Floyd, but I want to push you. Have your own business while you traveling the world with me and we laughing, we kicking and we joking. You got a company where you're making money also. So if something go wrong and you're not with me no more, you don't have nothing bad to say about me because I put you in a position to become an entrepreneur or to become a boss.
How difficult is that, though, in the sense of you are doing so much yourself and you have these people, you have your team. When you say you're pushing them, are you pushing them by giving them ideas, helping them invest, or what you doing or what you're saying is watch me work, watch me move, I'll get you in these rooms, I'll let you have these conversations and then use that to implement into your life?
I've spoke about this before. A lot of times I drop Jews and they don't listen. Everybody got to get some land. Everybody want to live where it's popping at. When you got to move somewhere and set up shop, everybody can't live in LA. Everybody can't live in New York.
Right.
A lot of these places is too expensive. So you got to go somewhere, get on your grind, be about your business, get some up and going for yourself, and then you make enough money, you say, you know what? Now I can buy a place where I want to buy a place at because I was on my grind. I was on my hustle. They say, what's the difference between Floyd and other fighters? They fight, they fight good. I hustle great. That's the difference.
I don't think you give yourself enough credit, though. Like, you talked about all the things you did around boxing, right? The charisma, the personality,
Yes.
the way you communicated. You also always won. That's the biggest thing. You could say whatever you want, but if you went inside the ring and you weren't the best in the world, people aren't paying, which eventually got to be, people used to pay to see you lose. Like, there were people who hated you so much because you were so good and you did talk about it and you did have the charisma that they was paying that pay-per-view to see if somebody could touch you.
The thing is this, and the people in the world need to know this. What happened was, I was a black kid from the ghetto with a father who taught me a skill, and my dad hustled because his career didn't go right. So my dad took chances and hustled. He hustled. I don't think he hustled the brown, but he hustled the green and he hustled the white. The brown is heroin, the green is weed, the white is coke. My dad hustled to give me a better life, and I love him for that. Each and every day, I'm thankful for my father. But my dad hustled to put his son in a position just to become world champion. And I learned from my dad's mistakes. I didn't want to hustle drugs. All I wanted to do was become a champion someday and have something when my career was over. So once my career starts, my dad leave me and go to prison. I'm 16 years old. My mother got rent-a-center furniture in her house. Me and my grandmother, a great lady, may she rest in peace. I'm staying with her sometimes. Eventually, I go to the Olympic Games without my dad. There's nothing like getting up on that podium, even though I know I deserved a gold medal, but I'm happy with how my career went. If I had to do it all over again, I'd still be happy to take that bronze medal.
Why?
Because if I didn't take that bronze medal, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
What did that change?
I feel like I worked harder, much harder than the rest of the other fighters that was on my team. But I feel like we had one of the best Olympic teams of all time. But when I got the bronze medal, was I hurt? Absolutely. Absolutely. And did I cry? Absolutely. Real men cry. When we lose a loved one, if you're my best friend and I see you hurting, and you my brother, if you hurt, I'm hurt. We ride together, ride or die. So, with my dad going to prison, me all by myself, coming out to Las Vegas, getting a big contract, but then being controlled, not being able to be who I really want to be. I want to be flashy. I want to be flamboyant. I want to be proud to say, I come from nothing, and look what I got. I don't want to brag. I don't want to be like BMF. I don't want to brag about getting illegal money. and glorify getting illegal money. Even though I love the BMF story, love Big Meats, love Big T, but that's not me. What I'm proud about is coming from nothing to something and earning it the hard way, from the bottom. I didn't want to be no blue collar worker. I wanted to kick ass, travel the world, make money, love my family, and invest. Talk to me.
Like now you look back, we all old as hell. We old now. We damn near about to die, bro. Nigga, you old too. You got some Just for Men in there.
No.
Bro, you ain't that shit. It's some white in there. It ain't no white in that
There's
beard.
probably a couple. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
It's some white in that beard, nigga.
Listen, it's a couple pieces. I'm a straight shooter.
Yeah.
I don't dye my hair.
You don't dye none of that hair.
I don't dye my hair. I'm a straight shooter.
You pluck them out?
A couple times.
What you have done, just hearing what you're talking about with your daddy, could anything have made your life better, your path better? Could anything have changed the outcome of what you are now with the Gucci shirt on that I don't think they make in my size and that hat?
I don't want to change nothing because if I change something, I want to have that grandson. That grandson is special. He's beautiful, he's smart, he's genuine, and that's me all over again.
That's dope.
So every day when I just look around, and sometimes when I get up, I don't get up and be like, oh shit, look at all the shit I got. I say, God damn, my dad is a cold, not just me, I say my dad, he a cold motherfucker.
I love that.
Yeah, am I the GOAT? Yeah. But that motherfucker the GOAT too. As far as in trainers,
Yeah.
even though right now his mental is really not the same, but if I had to do it all over again, it has to be the same way. Because if it wasn't then, I wouldn't be cool with y'all. I wouldn't be fighting. Because if we done it a different way, I would have went to the streets. And that's the route that I didn't want to go. I don't have to glorify, oh man, look what I got. I don't want to con nobody out of shit. I don't want to hustle nobody out of shit. Because I'm going to do my own hustling. I'm a go-getter. I'm a winner, and I'm going to always find a way to come out on top, no matter what position you put me in. Just like my career. My career went like it was because I rolled the dice and went and wrote a check for $750,000, said, here, let me become my own boss. Once I became my own boss, we hate you. I don't own the media. All I do is kick ass and say, line them up. Put the next one in front of me.
Floyd, you talking about the media and the hate. RC mentioned hate.
Yes.
Shannon mentioned the path. There was a rumor that as you were getting closer to being 50-0, that there would be billboards on the way to the fight. And people would climb up there
Yes.
and mark out the O and put 1, meaning you were gonna lose. Like, what did that do for your mindset before you got ready to fight? Were those reminders, motivation?
That's motivation.
But it wasn't the media hating. It was probably just some individuals. But everybody wanted to see you lose.
It seemed like your people want to see you do good. They only want to see you go so far. What hurts the worst really is that our people glorify illegal shit and hate the legal shit.
That's a fact.
Damn.
I will come and do your show every year for free, don't want nothing.
Always
Just
have.
to see my people win.
Yeah.
And everybody know most of the time when I do an interview, I get paid crazy money because I don't do interviews.
Right.
But to do something with my people, y'all couldn't pay me no money. I come here for free. That's how I am.
Yeah.
It's no different from Don King. They hated Don King. But Don King was no different from Bob Arum. He was just a black promoter. He's a Jewish promoter. And I write, and this is the truth. I'm gonna ride or die with my people first. But do I fuck with the Jewish community? Abso-fucking-lutely. We work together. And people got upset. Oh, Floyd, why you posting this and why you posting that? Last time I checked, this is Floyd Mayweather social media page. Last time I checked, we was in America. Freedom of speech. So is it really freedom of speech? Everything is about control. Everybody want to control somebody. Me, I'm not gonna be controlled, and I don't want to control nobody. I just want to do me and live my life.
You mentioned loss, and you say real men cry when we were talking about
Yes.
the Olympics. One of the things that was beautiful about being at your house was listening to you talk about Kichi.
Yes.
We had Gayle King on the show,
They told me.
who also knew her, and she spoke very highly of her. You've spoken about the mother of your children who also
Yes.
passed. For you, who does have so many people depending on them, has also had a ton of success as well. How do those losses of people you love affect you?
Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're gonna get through this. That's tough because she's my best friend. People really wouldn't understand that people like your drivers and your assistants are your best friend. Kichi was the only person in life that I can talk about anything to, that knew my deepest secrets. There was no male or female in my life that I told more stuff to than her. The only Super Bowl she really wanted to go to was the one in Las Vegas. She was so happy. For her 50th birthday, she wanted to go to Aruba. Was gonna have a big party for her. I was able to take her to 100 countries. She taught me a lot. She helped me a lot. Through rain, sleet, snow, or hell, she had my back. Like I said before, if my life didn't go like it went, I would have never met her. So everything plays out for a reason. And it's just like, we talk about just music, the black culture, the Filipino culture. She took me to the Philippines and put me in a position I made. It's not even the money, because my assistant, I put her in a position she didn't even want. I could have got her a business, whatever she wanted. That's not what she wanted. All my assistant wanted to do was support me and help me be the best man that I can be. And she wanted my kids just to be positive, and she was a positive person. And I always wanted her. She worked so much, all I ever wanted her to do was find a husband. And I think about work and just give herself breathing room sometimes. All she wanted to do was what they call it, FOMO, fear of missing out. What a lot of people don't know, we was in Dubai, in my room, and I was talking to her, and I was talking to somebody else. I don't know who it was, but I know I was talking to her. And I told her this. I said, y'all have to listen to me. I said, because if you're gone, it's gonna be too late for you not to listen to me. Within 6 days, she was gone. So the word, you know what I mean? Sometimes, powerful words sometimes. But I was just telling her that because I want her to take care of herself. Because a lot of times, like I talk about a vehicle. Like I can have a Rolls Royce. We got a Rolls Royce that I came here in, right? You can't just put gas in a Rolls Royce and wash it. It has to be serviced, just like the body. So when we get to a certain age, we still think that's all we, women think, I put my lashes on, put my makeup on, put my heels on, You don't get manicure, pedicure, but you still have to service the body. And she was at my house. And she said it's okay for Courtney to work on me. Courtney is the team doctor. She traveled with us too. I said, of course, Courtney can work with you. So for a couple of days, Courtney was working on her. I seen her working on her back, massaging her. And Kichi didn't go to the movies with us. So when she didn't go to the movies with us, I said, yo, something is going on. So I told her, I said, listen, you have to go to the doctor. You have to go to the doctors, the medical center or the hospital. Very, very important. Everybody kept telling her. I guess she called her sister. Her sister came, flew out from LA. And I don't know if she was, wanted to give her some organic herbs. A lot of times family members think they got the remedy when none of us knows it all. I know a lot, and I'm here to come on record and say I don't know it all. And have I ever contradicted myself? Absolutely, I'm a human. We all have. But sister came out. She was working with her. Next thing you know, I'm asleep. I get a call. They knocking on my door. They said, it's very important, 911, it's very important. I said, what is it? I'm asleep, leave me alone. They said, it's about Kichi. I said, okay, what's going on? So I grabbed my phone. I called her phone. Just rang around, I called her phone again, rang. I'm like, fuck, let me get up. Got up, somebody gave me the phone. Here, hello. When they said, what? What the fuck, like what? And it hurt me and it hurt my team that we couldn't send her home the way we wanted to send her home, the way we know that she would have loved. So many people loved her.
Yeah.
So many people loved her.
Yeah.
You can die and come back a billion times. You can't find that energy.
Yeah.
We argue, we debate, we help each other. That's a sister that I never had, a best friend that I never had.
How hard was it for you to not get that closure? You seem like a person that wants to show people how you feel, and it feels like sending her home the way she would have loved and the way that you would have wanted to would have been your opportunity to show her that in her passing. How hard was that for you to not be able to do?
Once I know that all the people that loved her came and showed up her last party, it was unbelievable. And I was happy with that. But I'm still not happy because, I'm not gonna say that I'm not happy, but it's still not no closure because I never seen her.
Right.
And when you go in the funeral home and you give them the check, you don't even want no, I didn't even want no change back. They put the change in the envelope. I don't even know what I did with the envelope. Cause you put the envelope out and you don't really want to let it go. Cause it's like, you're doing a good deed, but it's feel like you're doing something like, damn, I don't want to do this. I'm sending her home. I'm never gonna see her again. So it's a crazy feeling. It's a real crazy feeling.
Brother, being in so much control. As you were talking, I was thinking about Junior Seau. When Junior Seau died, that was my big brother when I played.
Yes.
And he ended up dying. And it's like when I called his phone and it went to voicemail and I started pouring crying, like I knew he was gone. To be an alpha male, to be what you do, to run the world and not have any control of those situations.
It hurt.
Like that got to me of like, it's in the past, like I can buy things away, I can manipulate things away, I can work things away. And to not be able to figure that out.
Don't nothing hurt like this. Don't nothing hurt like this.
How often do you cry, Floyd?
Not a lot, but when I'm talking about Kichi, I'm talking about Josie, I'm talking about my friend Dale, I'm talking about my friend Hayes. When I'm talking about my loved ones, the ones that are genuine, it's a lot of I've lost a lot of people. You know, remember, I lost my Uncle Roger. You know, I lost him 7 days after I lost the mother of my children. So the mother of my children died on March 10th. My dad's birthday was March 15th. My Uncle Roger died March 17th.
Dang.
And it's so crazy, I think, if I'm not mistaken, a few years later, Kichi died March 31st. So, I don't want to say March is a bad month because it's crazy that my youngest son is March 28th, and his mother died March 10th.
When you look back at all those things, Floyd, and sometimes we get bogged down in living life, and for you, for sure, trying to excel at everything, do those moments ever make you think about your mortality too, right? You're 50-0, the greatest boxer that's ever lived, and eventually you aged out of boxing.
But you know what I want y'all really to do? I really want you guys to really just do your homework and look at really the shit that I did in the sport. Nobody has beat 16 fucking world champions in a row. In today's time, can it be done? Absolutely. Everybody is your champion.
You got 18 belts in every
Everybody's a
division.
fucking champion now. A fighter can lose. Back in the day, when I was fighting, you lose, you gotta start back from the bottom.
Yeah.
Now you lose, you fight for a title in your next fight. It's nothing to be a champion in this era.
But don't you have to be even more than a champion? Even in your era, you had to be more than a champion to be recognized the way you were. It was so many people that made a name losing to you.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like just getting an opportunity to share that spotlight, they carried that on throughout their career. And this is probably a question I know nobody cares about. You mentioned that people don't have what you have. I thought what you also were able to do was pick the right fights in the sense of fighting somebody like Conor.
Yeah.
Like I watched the strategic way you allowed him to market the fight and the role you played in that.
Look how big
and
he
market.
got, since me.
I was about to-
Look,
but-
if you look at these fighters,
Right.
look how big these fighters got after facing me.
What did you see in him, though, that you thought made him the right partner to do that sort of crossover fight?
For me, it's chess. I'm all the pieces on the board, and all the fighter is, he's one pawn on the board. I'm all the pieces on the board. So I control everything on the board. Remember, I control the popcorn, I control the soda, I control the liquor, I control the seats, I control what goes on the mat, I control the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
When you competing against Floyd Mayweather, all you gotta do is put your stuff on and show up.
Nobody else can do that?
Absolutely not.
Has anybody else done that?
Absolutely not.
There's never been another Floyd.
Absolutely not.
You knew
never-
the
but-
answer.
What-
and he's
what-
I'm just
answered
asking,
3
there's
times.
never been
But tell me
another
who.
Floyd.
Who can sell more tickets, you or Taylor Swift?
Probably Taylor Swift.
Yeah?
Taylor Swift didn't come up in the same era as me. But I don't know if Taylor Swift can be relevant for what? We almost 30
bro,
years.
I was fucking around, but the Floyd effect, the Taylor Swift effect, I think both of you are on the same plane, like in your respectful careers.
Yes.
Like you both have maximized and pushed the envelope and really just set the bar for everybody else that's coming after you. So that's the comparison I was making, not necessarily for you to answer that question.
But
You know what
in
I'm saying?
today's time, there's different. You can push one button
Get
and
everything.
8 billion people can see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember how I got to the top, I had to grind, I had to wrap vehicles, take them across country with my face on it. You know, I had to do interviews I go a month straight doing interviews every day from morning to night to build myself.
Yeah.
So I come from nothing, but now they got all these different machines. The machine, push a button, push a button, push a button, and all you gotta do is sit back and watch. If I had a head start like these fighters nowadays, man, what? I have every belt in boxing.
When we was talking about the Olympics and the bronze medal, I've been looking at that fucking Richard Mille all night, but I got some shit in my eyes, so I can't really see.
Oh, that one?
Like, that's rose gold? or that's bronze?
Fuck it, we call this the bronze medal.
See, I was gonna ask you that.
Well, you know what I like to call this, honestly?
Oh, here y'all go.
No, for real. In the daytime, I like to call it chocolate milk. And at nighttime, I call it hot chocolate.
But the shit matching it matching the Gucci, it matching your jeans.
Let's switch.
I heard you agree with Shannon Sharp that Randy Moss is the GOAT receiver too.
Y'all not gonna get me in this shit. Y'all not gonna get me in this shit. In Randy Moss' era, he was a hell of a player. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I think Jerry Rice, because I can't say this because these fucking football players gonna get to hating me. I'm not gonna say nothing. Jerry Rice, hell of a player. Randy Moss was good in his era.
I think Jerry Rice is the GOAT.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Jerry
That
Rice.
motherfucking Jerry.
I think Jerry Rice
is better than Randy Moss.
Until Tom Brady, he's the GOAT. He's greater than Randy Moss. Absolutely.
Jerry Rice is
Absolutely.
better than Randy Moss.
Absolutely. Randy Moss is more talented. Jerry Rice is the GOAT, and it's not a question.
But who did he play with?
Play with Joe Montana.
And Steve Young.
And he was 40 years old and went for $1,000. Went for 1,000 yards.
With the braids.
Yeah,
way
when
back?
his braids started in the middle of his
When
head.
the braids
like
started in the
Stevie
middle of his
Wonder.
head, bro.
Yes.
No.
Y'all stop talking about Stevie Wonder. He can't see his hair.
Randy was dominant.
Randy Moss is the best
What
person
what
that
metrics?
ever lined up at wide receiver in the world.
Look at the stats. Look
History
at
of
the
the
numbers.
world.
Look at the metrics. Like
I don't care about the metrics.
I love Randy.
All y'all play with him, right?
We came in the
played
same
against
rookie
them both,
year.
yeah.
We played
We were on
against-
team together in New England.
played against
Randy's
Jerry?
a dog.
Bro, Randy Moss walked on the field, and you knew it was,
he was
him
feared.
and Brady in 07. Bro, they wink at each other before the play
That motherfucker
started.
good like that?
No, he was like that.
I know,
Bro,
of course. I
Randy
know.
was like that.
I knew he was like that, but
He was like
damn, he better than
He's not.
he better
He's
than
not,
Rice.
he's
That
not,
motherfucker
he's
Jerry
not a
Rice.
greater receiver than Jerry Rice. He's not.
He's more dominant.
He
Like,
is
he
better
was
at
more-
his job.
more feared.
No.
Jerry's this is the LeBron Jordan conversation. Like, they're great. Randy Moss lines up.
So,
Wait, so you're saying
and
LeBron-
Jerry
Hold up,
Rice
hold up,
lines
hold
up
up,
at
hold up.
X.
What do you
Let's-
mean?
What you mean,
What
the
you mean?
argument?
The Jordan
And that-
LeBron thing. I'm with Jordan. I'm a Jordan
Oh,
guy.
I'm about to say.
Hold up. I want.
That's how T-Mac broke it down. Tracy McGrady said Mike is the
And
GOAT of his
Randy?
era.
Randy's
his era.
better receiver than
Can I ask you a
Jerry
question?
Rice.
I can ask you a question.
Jerry,
Career-wise, right? Floyd, Freddie T, career-wise, if I say one man had over 15,000 yards and over 130 or whatever it is, 50 touchdowns, and I say another man had almost 23,000 yards and almost 200 receiving touchdowns, you're gonna tell me the one I said first with the 15,000 is better than the other man?
is the first man Randy?
Yes.
Bro, Moss
Jerry got
was a
20.
monster.
But when
I
y'all
don't
get-
care
hey,
what y'all,
listen,
bro.
listen,
Moss was a monster.
Listen, when y'all get to
done.
arguing about fighters, this is the truth. It's no debate. I'm keeping it a buck with y'all. There's no debate. I'm being honest.
I don't debate that.
There's no.
but
I'm
you're wrong.
gonna keep honest.
Oh, with you?
There's no debate. I'm being real with. I'm not hating on fighters. I love these fighters, from back in the day to now. But there's no debate.
Gotcha. But what happens is when someone like you becomes a star, people that are at the same level in their respective careers, you form those relationships. You have a relationship with Usher. For you, when your friend, someone like you truly care about, gets the honor of being the Super Bowl halftime show, how excited for him are you?
Usher called me a couple weeks ago. He needed something for halftime. He couldn't get it done. He called his friend, and I got it done.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah, so I'm proud of him. He deserved it.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, years and years of hard work, dedication, and just he got the right team around him.
Yeah.
He set Vegas on fire. I'm proud of Usher.
To the Usher conversation, because the whole thing with him was that he come and dance on your girl. What if Usher came and danced on your girl? Would it be cool? Like, y'all homeboys.
But my thing is this: there's respect and disrespect. Now, Usher wouldn't like it if somebody danced on his better half. So, certain things we approve of and certain things we disapprove of. I'm not the jealous type. I'm the want to be respected type. That's it.
That's a wrap.
Yep.
That's a wrap. Man, you killed that, dog. Appreciate you, fam. That was amazing, dog.
Always love. I want my show for sure.
Hold up, limitless. Take a stomach, I'm pinning it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling got me up. On the mission got me up. Knowing me, I got the key. Only vision I can trust. Trust. Limitless. Niggas send me cap in it. I fought the head to witness it. Got my people feeling militant. Way I'm feeling got me up.